Hello everyone, welcome to AutomationEdge tutorial. In this video, we are going to see how to create workflow and process in Process Studio. Process Studio is one of the components of AutomationEdge. It is an environment to design and develop workflows and processes. Let us implement simple use case of order data processing. In this use case, we are having order details in CSV file. So first we read data from CSV file and then process the data. In data processing, we calculate total price as a product of quantity and unit price. After processing, output data gets stored in Excel file. So this is our workflow scenario. Output file which is generated in workflow has to be mailed to specific mail ID. This is implemented by creating process, and this is our process scenario. Have a look at sample data. It contains order details like product ID, product name, quantity and price, which is a unit price for the product. To implement workflow scenario, we will create workflow and we will use 3 steps from Process Studio. First is CSV file input step, which is used to read the data from CSV file, then calculator step for data processing, and then Microsoft Excel writer step for writing output data in Microsoft Excel file. In case of process, we'll create process and we'll use 4 entries of the Process Studio, that is start, workflow, then mail and then success. Let us start our implementation in Process Studio. You can start Process Studio by going to Process Studio distribution folder and running processstudio.bat file. It opens Process Studio development environment. This is an environment which offers drag and drop functionalities and eliminates need to write manual program or script. To create new workflow, go for File, New, Workflow. Double click on empty area. It opens workflow properties. Give workflow name. I say WF, that is workflow, order data processing. Save the workflow. Give name to file. I am giving same name, order data processing. Workflow is saved in XML format with extension of .psw. Now first thing we want to do, we want to read the data from CSV file. So let us use CSV file input step. Add the step to the workflow. Double click on the step to configure it. So I give step name, that is INF, input file. I say order details. Browse and select input file. So order data.csv. Ensure that header row present checkbox is checked because we are going to fetch headers from CSV file. Click on get fields. See the result. 4 fields are being fetched. Product ID with data type integer, product name as string, quantity and price as integer. You can click on preview to see the data just to ensure that correct data is being fetched. Click OK to complete the configuration. Now we want to calculate total price for every product. So we will use calculator step, drag and drop calculator step and connect it with previous step by using connector. Double click on the step to configure it. I give step name, say order, new field, I will give new field name, that is the total price. Click on calculation. It gives us a list of operations which can be performed in calculator step. So select A into B. Now what is field A? If you click on drop down, you see this is a list of fields which are coming from the previous step. So select quantity. For field B, select price. Specify value type, that is a data type for this new field, total price. Click OK. So that completes configuration of calculator step. Now we want to write output data in Excel file. So let us search for Excel data processing steps. There are two steps in output: Microsoft Excel output and Microsoft Excel writer. To write in Excel SX format, we should select Microsoft Excel writer. So just add that step and configure it. Give step name, say OTF, that is output file, order details, results. Click on browse to select location for output file. Give name of the file. I say order details results. Specify extension, say Excel SX. If required, you can add date or time to file name. Click on show file name to ensure that path and file name for the output file is correct. We can specify what action should be taken if output file already exists at specific location. We have two options: replace with new output file or use existing file for writing. We would go with first option. Add file names to result checkbox should be checked so that this output file name will be added to the result. This will be useful when we mail this file in process. Specify sheet name, say order details. Click on content tab. Write header checkbox is checked and it will start writing at a cell A1. Click on get fields. So 5 fields are fetched. Say OK. So this completes our workflow. Let us save it and execute it. This green tick marks appear after successful execution of the step. In execution results, in logging tab you can see details of execution. You can also preview data for every step in preview data tab. So this is how we can create workflow and we can execute workflow in Process Studio. Now the output file which is created in this step has to be mailed to specific mail ID. To implement that, we have to create new process. So let us see how to create process. File, new, process. Process is a higher level artifact which is used to call other workflows and processes and for performing certain operations like file transfer or mailing. Let us save the process. Give appropriate name, say PR, that is process, order data, processing. Process is saved in XML format with extension of .psp. Component which is used in process is called as entry and process start with entry name start. So add this entry. Now we want to execute order data processing workflow which we have created. So for that we have to use workflow entry. So drag and drop workflow entry and configure it. Here we have to specify workflow file name. So we will select workflow which we have created, WF order data processing. You can give complete path or you can use relative path by using internal entry current directory, which means current folder. Now we want to mail output of this workflow. So we are going to use mail entry So add mail entry and configure it. Specify destination address. So you can give any destination address here. I am giving AutomationEdge demo@automationedge.com. You can specify CC and BCC address. You can specify sender name and sender address. Go for server tab and specify server details. So gmail.smtp.gmail.com, specify port, use authentication, specify username and password. Use secure authentication. Go for email message. Now I want only comment to be sent as a mail body, so check this. I want to use HTML format in mail body. Specify subject. I say order data results. In comment you can specify mail body. So I say hi, order data results is attached herewith. Regards. Go for attached file tab. Check attach file to message. Now I want to attach output file of a workflow which is added to the result. So I am selecting general. Click on OK. Add success entry. Save the process and execute the process. It will execute the workflow and it will send mail to AutomationEdge demo mail ID. Let us check it in inbox. Yes, mail is received. Order details result is available as an attachment. Yes, it contains expected data. So we have seen how to work with workflows and processes in Process Studio. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.